Legends Weekend included a white tie ball for 400 guests that would be held at the Bacara Hotel, a beachfront resort in Santa Barbara. Ta-da! Darling! About 8 weeks before the ball, Gail and I met up with Colin to decide on the final menu, prepared by world-renowned chef Jean George. Let the party begin. I remember the tasting alone for the ball was at least 5 hours. We liked this potato because Colin had given, 4 different entrees, 10 different appetizers. There were several courses, and so we got to try every single one. Wow!
Without a doubt, the food for this ball had to be as legendary as the legends itself.
That's out of control. Let's go to the kitchen now.
Hallelujah.
On that day, we had everything that the people were going to have that night. I don't know about the ravioli. And 10 other courses that they didn't have. Oh, now let's try this wine. I had the simple wine, simple martini, simple champagne. Love it, love it, love it.
Can we talk about the fact that we had 7 wines to taste and 3 champagnes and 4 cocktails?
Stunning.
By the end of the thing, we were completely wasted.
All the desserts were so great, we finally decided just take them all. Don't just do one, do all 10 of them. I never ate so much in my entire life. And was sick afterwards. Standing ovation to
Transforming the hotel banquet space into a 1940s Art Deco glamorous ballroom was no easy feat. Probably one of the biggest challenges of my career, because all this had to be done in 3 days.
I have to tell you, when I first looked at the ballroom, it looked just fine to me. I thought, okay, we'll add some color and it'll be fine. Little did I know that we were going to reconstruct the entire building that was the ballroom.
Put the coffee table in the middle and hang it directly above it. We had to recarpet and swathe the walls in velvet and install these chandeliers that could go up and come down and really run a big show. It really was amazing to transform this into this glamorous environment for all of these legends. It had to be something that was beyond anything we'd ever seen before.
Morning, girlies. Just a few hours ago, before the guests arrived, we were still working out fine details. Gail, where are you? One of my main responsibilities was seating. Rock is in which chair here? Which I have to say, I now have great respect and reverence for anybody that does seating at a major thing. It was 19, 20, 21, 22, so this should be 19. And I have great respect for people who RSVP on time. Poor Gail. Poor Gail. Tom Cruise is now come. Oh, Will Smith can't make it, okay? Who's gonna sit with whom? What's gonna make the best tables? There were so many changes right up until the very last minute. It was crazy. Up until literally, I was in the car on my way to the ballroom and people were still calling cancel, calling to say I'm coming. Like for instance, we got a message that Tom Cruise was coming. I go, he's coming, but I've already done the seating. And Oprah said, Gail, you're the only one in America who would say that.
Coming up, the stars arrive. The big night begins inside the fantasy white tie ball.
Daisy. The magical night we've been planning for almost a year had arrived. The White Tie Legends Ball. What was exciting about the ball is that many of the people coming to the ball itself were also legendary.
I had to get a suit. My wardrobe doesn't come with white tie potatoes.
The red carpet and just the excitement of it was very fairy tale-esque.
It's almost too much to have this much energy in one room.
It was really the fashion show of fashion show.
It was Colin who said, my dear, you must wear red to match the roses.
Everybody was so honored to be there. It had nothing to do with the glamour. All the real glamour was in the meaning.
I think Oprah knows that she's not the only one that was inspired and given gifts by all these magnificent women. They are legends to all of us.
It's a tribute that all of these women deserve, and many of them have waited too long to get it.
We've had some really private moments and, just looking into the eyes of each of the young people, and it's really been very special.
I think a lot of these women have accomplished so much, but rarely get the recognition that Oprah gave them that night. And she made it clear that it was all about just acknowledging what they've done and thanking them.
Welcome to the Legends Ball. I have always known that I stand on the shoulders of giants. Too often in life, people pass away and they have the most flowers and the most beautiful words said about them after they're gone. And so tonight, I wanted to say all the beautiful words so that you will know what you all have meant to all of us. Maya Angelou, Shirley Caesar. From the moment we did the poem underneath the gazebo, it was so powerful that I felt other people needed to experience it.
We speak your name. You could not have known that your collective example of the limitless possibilities that were open to us are what allowed us to look into our mother's eye and say, Mama, I want to be a singer. Mama, I want to be an actress. Mama, I want to be a dancer. All we really want to do is thank all of you for being there for all of us.
We thought it was going to be a standard tribute, and then we realized how intensely personal it was.
We thank you for the dues you've paid, for the prayers you prayed. We thank you for showing us how to fly. By flying, we speak your name. We speak your name. We speak your name.
I lost it. I kind of lost it. And I tell you what made me lose it was the fact that they so got it and appreciated it.
It was just about overwhelming. I mean, there were tears everywhere.
Cicely Tyson!
And then she called their names and they began standing up one at a time.
Miss Leontine Price! Miss Ruby Dee! Miss Patti LaBelle!
When they stood up, they were standing up in some truth.
Coretta Scott King!
They were standing up like monuments.
Miss Diana Ross! As I called the legends, each by name, and they stood. Tina Turner! There wasn't a dry eye from anybody. Dr. Maya Angelou!
If ever that their work and their struggles were forgotten by us, at that moment, they knew that they would never, ever, ever be forgotten.
It was over. That was it. It was over. There's nothing else to do but party. Welcome, Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald singing these songs many of these women had written, or songs they had sung, and they all get up on the stage one after the other, so there was no end of delights.
To be reverential and dance to Motown at the same time. Now, who gets that in one room?
It wasn't really in the end about the flowers and the food or the room or the music in the room, all of which was spectacular and beautiful, but it was about the feeling.
The rest of the night I had my shoes on and I danced until I was silly. And I called it a night about 3:30 in the morning because I knew I had to get up and start all over again the next day.
Next, unrehearsed, unexpected, the grand finale.